about Valentina Kordi is a certified mindset and high performance coach for executives, teams, and entrepreneurs. International motivational speaker, TEDx speaker, and author. She has 10 years of experience as an executive and business coach, having coaching business persons and C-level executives worldwide in companies such as Microsoft, Novartis, Coca-Cola, Unilever, Nissan, many more. All right, so I would like to request Valentina Kordi to start a keynote session.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for having me, and thank you for the honor to open this event with my speech. You don't have the grit that it takes. I have heard many times in my life since I was a little girl. Even today, people describe me as sweet, kind, polite, sensitive, and smiley. And all those characteristics of mine have often become others' arguments on why I shouldn't dream big, go after a high-level position in my career, or run my own business. Because a person like me, with all those nice, gentle, and female personality and also appearance characteristics, should do something less demanding, as the business world is really cruel. Find yourself a 9-to-5 job as a clerk and have your own family. My parents used to tell me, big dreams are for gritty people, and you're not. I'm not sure you'll make it successfully as an admin manager leading a big team. A decision maker for a promotion in a company I used to work for once told me, teams need austerity and people who can make hard decisions. You're too soft for that. I'm not sure you have the grit that it takes to succeed in that role. What? Starting your own business? It takes a lot of toughness and insensitivity. Why don't you stay in the safety of your well-paid job? You're too kind-hearted for this dog-eat-dog business world. People from my surroundings told me when I announced to them 10 years ago that I'm starting my own online coaching business. Having heard all those, I have to admit, disheartening opinions from other people about goals I desire to achieve and why it was better to give up on them because I lacked grit, it made me wonder, how does actually a person having grit look like? Close your eyes for a while and let's imagine all together a gritty business person. How does this person look like to you? What kind of facial expressions can you recognize? And what kind of emotions does this person have? What about appearance characteristics and gender? Is this gritty person a man or a woman? Most of the times when people think of a gritty business person, they imagine a man ready to go all in to achieve what he wants in the most competitive and aggressive way. He seems to hold emotions of anger and the passion of a warrior ready to win every battle, no matter what, taking everyone who will act as an obstacle out of his way. If, on the other hand, this is not exactly what you imagined, well, I'm happy to hear that. Angela Duckworth, the psychologist and researcher who developed the term of grit, defines it as having the passion and perseverance for long-term and meaningful goals. And actually, based on that definition of grit, I'm really happy I never believed all those people who told me I don't have the grit that it takes to succeed according to what they thought it means to be gritty. I'm not graced by grit. Well, they were wrong, because graced by grit means having a dream that keeps you awake at nights from excitement and makes your heart beat fast. I remember myself as a little girl envisioning that I was a businesswoman who reaches people from all around the world and helps them believe in themselves and their own dreams. And not only that, she helps them make them actually come true. I didn't know then that this kind of business could exist and it would be called something like coaching. All I knew was that that was what I used to dream of when I would go to bed at night, when I would look up at the sky and see myself in that vision. And to be honest, I couldn't care less about all those who laughed at me when I would share my dream of what I wanted to become when I grow up, because I knew that sometimes in life, even if an idea doesn't already exist, since you are able to come up with it, it has the potential to become a reality. I kept that dream alive till today, and the last 10 years, I have been experiencing it in reality every single day. By running my own successful nowadays coaching business and being an international motivational speaker and best-selling author, having helped many business persons all those years achieve their career or business goals by believing in their potential and use it to succeed. I'm happy they were wrong, because graced by grit means being lucky enough to have found something in life that is meaningful to you and you care deeply about. Going back to my personal example, for me, there isn't anything more important in life than making people happy at their work, because they start to see their true value. They stop believing they're not good enough, even though they have achieved so far so much as entrepreneurs, leaders, executives, or whatever they do, and they finally achieve what they desire and also what they deserve. And why is this so important to me? Because I know how it feels when you feel not good enough. I know how it feels when you don't believe in yourself. I know how it feels when you compromise with smaller dreams or with the limiting dreams that other people have for you. This is meaningful to me now as a business owner, and it was meaningful to me as an admin manager who finally got the promotion, managed to lead that big team without becoming an austere or cruel leader, but a leader who led with kindness, empathy, politeness, and with a smile on her face most of the times, and proved the decision maker wrong as regards to her lacking grit. And of course, I'm not the only example. You see, all those years, I met people, and I have worked with many of them, for whom others, like their managers or decision makers about their career development, would bet that they didn't have the grit it takes to give them an opportunity for a deal, a promotion, a team to lead, or a challenging project that would really make a positive difference to the company's results. And they were so wrong, because those people might not possess the grit as others defined it, but they possessed their own authentic grit, which got activated when they were able to connect that opportunity with something they care deeply about, and with them starting to believe in the possibility of their potential. And I've seen many already successful business persons who could do so much more, but they got themselves trapped into the belief that obtaining the grit to achieve even more challenging goals would require them to become cruel, unethical, or leave their values aside, to become, in other words, someone they were not. When they realized that actually what helped them reach where they were was their own way of being gritty, regardless of not matching others' definition of grit, they freed themselves from the belief that they are not graced by grit, and they performed miracles. Grit is something personal, and as each human being is unique, so is the way each one of us exhibits grit. Nelson Mandela was an exceptional, kind leader who possessed grit. Mother Teresa is another example of a woman with grit to serve the world. Bill Gates is a business person with high level of grit to turn the idea he had as a young student into the only US company worth more than 1 trillion today. Oprah Winfrey is one of the most successful businesswomen in the world who went through so many hardships, but she exhibited grit in her own authentic and human-centered way and built an empire. The list can go on and on with millions of people, famous and not, who are so different from each other, and they showed grit to succeed. Although different, though, they have something in common. Each one of them had a meaningful goal. They had the burning desire and the passion to succeed in that made them have all the perseverance needed to work long-term on it and stay committed till they achieve it. It doesn't matter if they are males or females. It doesn't matter if they are extrovert or introvert. It doesn't matter if they are loud or really quiet. All it matters is that they have a really important goal, a dream as I call it, for them to realize. Each one of them found their own way to use their personal strengths and their personality traits and align their values with how to get where they want without giving up. Because I have to tell you, no one's way to success is easy. Everybody faces hardships and setbacks, and there are times that each one of them got tired. And I'm here to speak only the truth. That's why I want to share with you that also my route to success was, is, and will continue to be challenging. But it's that meaningful goal that makes people who succeed stay and give whatever they got in their own special way, each one of them, and me with my own. Now, go back in a time of your life and remember of a dream you really had a burning desire to succeed in, and you really did. Can you remember what made you stand up after every failure you met in your way? Can you remember what kept you going when you felt tired and the results seemed to be still far away? Can you remember what gave you all the emotional strength you needed to search for a yes after all those no's and the rejections? It was that meaningful goal that gave you all the passion and the perseverance you needed to make it till the end. It was that meaningful goal that made you have the grit that you needed to work with consistency and commitment and succeed. While working on your goal, exhibiting all that grit, were you thinking that you can't have the grit needed because you are a man or a woman, because you are big or small, because you are shy or you're really courageous, because you are serious or smiley? No. Why? All those criteria are put by people who have a biased belief about how a gritty person should look like. The fact is, you were too busy working on your meaningful goal, and you invested all your focus there that you left no time to check the stupid, gritty person's list of characteristics, and you did very well because you managed to succeed even though you weren't graced by grit, according to them. And I wasn't graced by grit, according to many others' opinion. But I managed to succeed in the goals that mattered to me. I managed to lead successfully teams and have a bright executive career by staying true to myself and my personality for 15 years. I managed to start my own online business that I run for 10 years now, having a clientele with the biggest companies in the world, and exhibited my own way of grit. I overcame many challenges on my way And all those biases about me being a woman, too polite, too smiley, too kind, too of this and too of that. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. If people say you are too much of this or not enough of that, it doesn't matter if you are a man or a woman. It doesn't matter if I am a woman or a man. All it matters is that we are all human beings and we have the right to dream of something that we care deeply about and go for it with all our heart. So next time someone tells you that you are not graced by grit to succeed in a dream that seems too big for you, or you think that you are not graced by the grit needed to succeed in a big goal you really desire, tell him or tell yourself that you are graced by a meaningful goal that really talks to your heart. And this will give you all the grit you need to make it happen in your own authentic way, no matter if you are a man or a woman, serious or smiley, sensitive or tough. Thank you.
Right, Valentino, thank you so much for your speech, and that is really great to hear about your success and many more things. And like we have few questions from the attendees. Like one of the question is, what are your three key factors to be successful?
As I mentioned through my speech, the first and most important thing is having a goal, having a vision that you deeply care about, and you have the belief that you can make it come true. The second thing is to actually cultivate the right mindset, a growth mindset that supports that it doesn't matter if you don't possess already the knowledge you need, if you don't possess all the resources you need, you can acquire everything in the way as long as you start. And in the third thing I would mention that it's stay true to your values and to your authentic self, because if you lose yourself on the way to success, then you reach to a point that you indeed succeed on something, but then it's not really, it doesn't make you happy. So it's very important to stay authentic and stay aligned with your values and who you want to be in life.
Well, very well answered and very well explained, Valentina. And as you said, it doesn't matter whether it's a male or a female. And that was very boasting, for few females in Malay as well. So would you like to add some more points to your success? As we have another question from the attendee.
Mm-hmm. The title of my speech was a woman's professional journey to success. And actually, on purpose, I didn't emphasize that much the fact that I have to go through a different path than a man, because I don't believe in that. So it's very important when you want to succeed on something to let go of those beliefs and restrictions that the society of or other people impose to you. Don't make other people's problem that you are a woman or a man or I don't know what, too smart or not smart enough, your own problem. It's the way they see their reality. It doesn't have to be your way that you see your reality. So focus on your goal. Hang out with people who are very hungry to succeed in life, who believe in human potential and possibilities, and leave out of your life toxic people and people who want to drag you down in all the limitations in life and what actually you cannot do.
Sounds wonderful. Sounds perfect, Valentina. And would you like to give any message? You being a successful female entrepreneur, would you like to give any message to the new, coming up female entrepreneurs, or to the society, or to the new generation? I would say.
When I started my career as working in various companies, and I wanted to get as high as I could, I had many people giving me advice like, this is how you should be, you need to change that, you need to be more cruel, you need to be different than you are. And sometimes those people make you feel that there is something wrong with you, that you don't fit in, you need to change, that you have many faults. And to be honest, I followed my gut. I said, okay, this is their own opinion of how a person should be in order to become successful, but this is not me. When I tried to follow those advice at the beginning, they really conflicted with who I am. So I sabotaged the results anyway. Don't listen to anybody that tells you that you're not good enough or that you're not the ideal person to succeed. Stay true and committed to who you really are, and be proud of yourself. Never forget to be proud of who you are. This is very important, because sometimes we tend to belittle ourselves by the way we actually describe who we are, or we belittle the results and whatever we achieve in life. Be very proud of who you are, no matter where you come from. I also come from a middle-class family, from a poor family, and I'm very, very proud of that, because what they gave me in life, the values, the way I grew up, everything I got from them is priceless. No matter if I had the money and monetary resources or not. So it doesn't matter where you come from. What it matters is who you want to become. Be proud of yourself and what you already carry within you, and keep going.
That's really great, Valentina. Very well explained. As you said, who am I? It's a very bold subject to talk about, but you explained in a small sentence. So that's really great to hear. And now we have another question from Reka. She would be asking you.
Hello, Valentina. Your speech
Hello.
was really awesome and very inspiring. As a woman, I got inspired from your speech. A question from one of our attendees: how important is gender equality in your personal life success? That is a question from one of our attendees. Can you please answer that for us? Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I think it's very important. And to be honest, I never, since I was a little girl, I never understood this argument when people told me, because you are a girl, and when I started growing up, because you are a woman. I don't see how our gender matters. So it's time for us to leave that bias and discrimination behind, because we are all human beings, and it's not making a separation between women and men or whatever. Each person possesses different skills, possesses different strengths, and we carry our own unique experiences in life, and that has nothing to do with gender. So I really don't understand why still we make a separation between you are a man or a woman. I can understand that, let's say, for a specific job position, our physical strength might play a role. But again, there might be a man who is really small and cannot conduct that job, and might be a woman who's really strong and can do the same. So actually, gender plays no role at all at that. And if we see all that from a different perspective, and as I say that actually diversity and inclusion is something that we all should care about, because it's something that we are involved in that directly, because each one of us is unique, and it's not about the others being different, it's about also us being different from the others. This is why we need to embrace that and understand that each person is unique, no matter if he is a man or she is a woman.
Very well answered, Valentina. So you say that there is no gender equality like that. Did you ever face something in your workplace or somewhere? How did you overcome it if you did face about these things?
Mm-hmm. To be honest, I have faced some such comments, and I really didn't care, because as I said, it was their own opinion. It wasn't my opinion. So I kept my way without taking into consideration that they consider me a woman, so I'm not able to do some stuff. I found my own way with people who believed in me, no matter if I am a woman or a man. But what I see really sad is that I face that also from other females. And women should support women, and if they want to support gender equality, they need to make it in practice, and they need to help other women also by giving them opportunities. So to be honest, I mostly faced the most rejections from females, not from males.
Thank you, Valentina. It's very well answered. I hope we had a fantastic keynote speaking slot, and we had a wonderful speech, and we are inspired by your speech. Thank you so much for attending it. So we will quickly take a short tea break, and we will be back within 15
Thank
minutes.
you.
We are
Thank
just
you
waiting
very
for
much.
other speakers. Thank you so much, Valentina. Thank you for your speech. See you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We will just wait for another 15 to 20 minutes. We'll just take a short tea break here and we'll start with that.